Hello, people of the internet, and welcome to the live edition of Magic the Gathering with Mr. Indiana Bond, and over here to my side, the very startled looking Thunderlips McQueen. How are you, mate?
You just caught me playing with my deck of Magic the Gathering cards, which is strange because aren't we going to play that this afternoon?
That would be possibly right, my friend.
See, you can't. You're not the only one that can do segues, my friend.
Very good, mate. Very good. In fact, much better than my segues because mine are tenuous at best.
I wouldn't go that far. You're getting better, you know. So. But yes. Good afternoon. I am good. Sitting here on a lazy Saturday afternoon, going to play some games and stream it to everybody in the very small percentage of people that will watch us playing it on the internet.
That's it, mate. That's it. Well, I'll give you a bit of background. Alan was telling me all about kind of Magic the Gathering. Alan's big into his board games and various different types of games like this, and I've always been quite up for it, and I've always been really intrigued to play this kind of stuff. So Alan very kindly said, right, I'm coming down next weekend, this was a couple of weeks ago, and he said, I'm going to bring my Magic the Gathering cards down and teach you how to play. So we sat down at my dining room table, you know, we'd been out for lunch and stuff, we had some drinks and that, sat there, and we kind of played a game, didn't we, where you effectively played both sides to kind of talk me through how to play it. Yeah, open hand, yeah. And it's one of those weird games, when you first start picking it up to play it, it feels almost quite overcomplicated. You're like, oh my god, there's so much to remember. Everything's got a different spell and a different ability and artifacts and sorcery, and I'm like, oh. But actually, once we did that kind of open hand and we did that all together, and then we went and played the first closed hand, I was like, yeah, I kind of get. Yeah, I know what that means. I get that now. And actually, it's one of those games I think that's quite easy to pick up once you've got someone to teach you how to do it, but very, very hard to master, isn't it?
I think mastering it, I think very few people have mastered it. I said to you when we started, I've got about 5 or 6 years of Magic under my belt, and even now cards turn up and I'm like, I don't know what that does. Because it's literally it's a game. If people think game of cards, they think, oh, there's these like how many 52 in a deck of normal cards. Yeah, there are thousands upon thousands of Magic the Gathering cards. That doesn't mean there's thousands of like abilities, but there are still dozens of abilities. Wizards of the Sword Coast bring out about 5 or 6 sets a year, or 4, 5 or 6 sets a year, and they all have hundreds of cards. Some are new, some are old, some have new abilities, and some don't. So it's this continuous like stack or back sort of like catalogue of cards being added to that you can use. And I'm not going to go into all the rules about different decks that you can make, but the reality is there's so much to it and so much complexity about cards that work with other cards. There's very few people, I think, who understand everything. But once you get the basics, then you can start to be strategic and you can start to make your own decks. And then you see another card, you think, oh, cool, that does that. Oh, hang on, that would work really well with that card that I've got already in my deck. And you kind of build and you learn as you go along. And I'm still building and learning after all these years. So, love it.
Yeah, no, it's been good fun what I've played so far. So what we're going to do is we decided there's the online version of Magic the Gathering called Magic the Gathering Arena, and it allows you to basically free to play, jump in and start playing. You can earn cards when you get XP and things like that. Open card packs. You earn gold as you do certain challenges, so you get the little packs you can open and get random cards and things. You can also, as per most games, buy yourself a battle pass, which is going to unlock you extra packs and things. Obviously, that's only worth doing if you play it a lot, like Alan does. It's well worth him getting a battle pass.
I've got a little baby dragon for this set. Because this recent set is actually tied in because Wizards of the Sword Coast also own the Dungeons and Dragons franchise, because they're so huge a company these days and have so much money. So they bought the D&D franchise. So this new set that's come out is actually Forgotten Realms, which is tied in to D&D. So I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody's listening and they know better than I do, but I think it's the first time there's been a crossover between Magic the Gathering and D&D. So this new set has like different sort of cards and creatures that are from Dungeons and Dragons. And this little baby dragon I've got, a little tap him and he flaps his wings and then does a little fireball. It's like, it's rubbish. Stupid little dragon thing.
Well, when I click on him, he like snaps at me. He's like, get off. I'm not your pet.
Right, that's what I told him to do.
So what we do, like I said, we've got this Magic the Gathering arena game, the online version. We thought we'd stream a little bit of a complete novice, myself, who's just learning and picking up the way to go, and someone with a touch more experience. I am his Padawan learner.
No, you're my bitch.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you have that.
It's what I always used to say to my son Alex. I used to say, I'm not going to go easy on you, because at the end of the day, when you get a victory, it's because you earned it, not because I let you win.
Exactly. Yeah, I've had a couple so far, haven't I?
You have.
I mean, it's a lot lower percentage than you, but the couple I have been like, get in, yes. So I mean, there's a degree of luck in it, because you get a hand of cards that come out, but there's also a huge degree of skill as well with it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to challenge Alan now, and then what I'll do.
Well, sir, I accept your challenge.
A duel.
Have at you, sir.
And once it moves into the right screen, I will tab over to our fancy little duel screen. So you may see that we're in our own little cards.
Looks really cool, man. You did such a good job.
Yeah, well chuffed it.
Okay,
it's pretty cool.
So
you are looking from the perspective of the noob here. So you can see my cards. So Alan has to be very, very honest and not look at the feed when my cards are up.
I've actually not got it playing, so
okay.
That's why I decided not to, because you said put it on there and I can see the screen, but I'd rather not, because I don't need to see your cards. So.
Yeah. So at this point, just for people who haven't played it before, you effectively get dealt out 7 cards, and you have the option to review those cards, and you can keep those 7 cards to play. You can also choose to do a mulligan, which is replace all your cards, but you will only get 6 cards then. That's right, isn't it, Alan?
Yes, that's right. And the reason behind that is that you need lands. So from each land that you play, you can basically get mana, and that mana you use to cast spells. So the more lands you have, the more powerful spells you can cast. So in any deck, which is generally the agreed amount is 60, you can have more or less, but 60 is the agreed amount for a deck size in this type of play. You're normally looking at somewhere between 14 to 17 lands in there, so you get a good percentage of cards, land cards, so you can cast those spells. So in my opening hand, for example, I've got 3, so I don't need to take a mulligan. I don't know about you, Craig, but if you've got 2 or 4, you can probably get away with it.
Yeah.
If you've got 1 or less, or you've got more than 4, it's probably wise to take a mulligan.
Yeah. I think what we'll do is it's worth. I mean, I'm quite happy to play kind of semi-open hands on this first one. We can kind of talk about the cards a bit more then, can't we?
Sure.
So I mean, I've got 2 lands at the moment, and then I've got 1, 2, 3 creatures, 4 creatures, and an enchantment as well. So,
and it depends on how much it costs to cast those spells. So I've actually got 1, 2, 3. I've got any creatures. I've got 4 enchant. I've got I think it's 2 instants and 2 instants, and enchantment 3 instants, but they're all 1 or 2 mana to cast. So I'm sitting here hoping that in my first couple of draws, my first couple of turns, I'll pick up a creature card that I can play, because I've got spells, I've got land, but no creatures. So I'm taking a little bit of a risk in my opening hand here.
Yeah.
But I'm fairly confident I'll get something in the first couple of hands.
Yeah. So as people can see on the screen, when you look at the cards, so I've got this card here, which is a Charmed Stray, and there's a little symbol in the top right-hand corner of the card, which looks kind of like I don't know what you'd describe it as, maybe a black sun, something like that, and that's a mana type, and this is a white deck, so it's white mana.
Plains.
So that's Plains, is it? Oh, Plains.
Plains is white magic.
Plains
is white magic.
Sorry, Plains is white magic. So yeah, you can see that one there would cost 1 to play. This one here would cost 1 as well. This one costs 2. And you can see one over here that costs a whopping 7 to play. So it's a big one. But I'm going to keep these cards and just run with it and see how we go.
All right, so I'm to go first. So the first thing I'm
There's
going
a
to
dragon. I'll click him. Oh, yeah, he snapped at me.
That's right. That's right. I forgot what I call. What do you call him?
I can't. Cedric or something.
Cedric. That's it. Cedric. Rubbish name. But anyway, if anybody out there watching thinks of a better name for my little baby dragon, then I'm up for consideration.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play a land, and I am going to play this one. So that gave me 1 life. And it started tapped because it's a special land that can either do white or black, so it can do plains or swamps. So I can play either white or black mana, but it starts tapped. But I haven't got anything I can play at the moment because I didn't get any creatures. haven't taken a card yet, so it doesn't make any difference.
Cool. Yeah, what I'll do when you explain your cards, I can hover over them, and it will be people who are watching will be able to see what your card is.
Sure.
So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to play a plane as well, and then I'm going to bring out the little kitty cat.
I'm not sure whether your sound effect was better or the game sound effect, but it was good either way, mate.
I think together they were fantastic.
Right, I'm going to play a land, swamp, and I got nothing, so I'm going to end my turn.
Right. So I'm going to play some more planes, which is more land cards. So that's now giving me the ability of 2 mana to play onto other cards.
So to go back to what you did there, just in case anybody missed that. So Craig cast a creature card last round, but he couldn't attack with it straight away because when you bring creatures out, or you conjure creatures, if you like, they have summoning sickness, what it's called. So they can't attack on the turn they were cast. But now we're into the next turn, and we can see that mark's removed from the card. So that means now Craig can attack me because I don't have anything to defend with. If he wants, he doesn't have to.
No, but I can if I want.
He probably should.
Yeah.
But, as I've got no defence, but
Yeah. Each of the cards as well. Some cards will have a special ability. Like this one here has something called Lifelink, and that means that effectively any damage that you deal with that creature will turn the damage into health for me. Is that right, Alan?
That's right.
Yeah.
So any damage that it does, whether to you or to another creature, is the same amount of life that you gain.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to bring out.
It's the same amount of life that you gain.
Oh, I can hear you in there.
Yeah, no, I just put the phone because I'm interested to see what it looks like.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm playing a Moorland Inquisitor. What's happened here? So it's frozen me on the side here because it's effectively given Alan the chance to resolve.
I'm not paying attention, so let's resolve that.
So it gives him a chance to review a card that I'm playing. Now you can see this black kind of, it almost looks like a pool of black water across the top of it. That means it's that summoning sickness that Alan was talking about.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I now have the option. So I think it's well worth doing. So Alan's got 21 health, which is just under his face there. And I'm going to attack because he hasn't got any creatures out there to defend. So it should just be nice and easy, providing he hasn't got a spell or a special ability that's going to block me. If I attack, I should just be able to go.
Who's a little pussycat? Who's a little pussycat? Ow! Get pussycat. Right, okay. Yes, this is going amazingly well for me. Okay, my plan of hoping that something good would happen is not working.
Oh dear.
So
you got lots of magic, but not a lot to spend it on, basically, is it?
Yeah, basically, yes. But anyway, let's keep smiling. Keep trucking.
Right, so bring some more magic out. Now I have the option here that my Moorland Inquisitor is actually highlighted, and if I want to spend 3 mana, it means that I can gain first strike until the end of the turn, which effectively, if I was to attack another creature and they were to defend it, then I effectively wouldn't take the damage. Is that right?
That's right. So, on the creature, we can see it's got 2 numbers. The first one is the attack score. The second one is the defense score. So if I had a 2/2 creature in my side of the board, which I don't, as we've already discussed, but if I did and Craig attacked me, if I had 2/2 and 2/2 in a normal battle, both creatures would kill each other because they both have attack power of 2 and they both have defense of 2.
So they cancel each other out, don't they?
It can't basically, yeah. So they both kill each other because they both do 2 damage to each other and they both have 2 defense. Whereas the Moorland Inquisitor, because he has first strike, that means he will do his damage before my creature does his damage, which means he will kill my creature before my creature can do damage to him. So if they were to do that same attack, the Moorland Inquisitor would still be alive and my 2/2 creature would be dead. That's what first strike does.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to play that because there's no point. He hasn't got any creatures out. So what I may do is use this card that I've never actually seen before. It's got Boast. What's Boast, Alan?
I have no idea. Click on the card. It should tell you to the right top of the card.
Okay, so it says activate this ability only if this creature attacked this turn and only once each turn. Okay, so Boast, create a 1/1 white human warrior creature token.
That's really cool.
Okay,
but you have to have attacked that creature during the turn to actually activate that ability.
See. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
That's cool.
Oh, there you can see that card now as it's popped it up.
Yep. See that?
Yeah, I've never seen that with a little horn on the side before.
That's what I say. There's so many like different abilities and stuff that I don't know all of them.
Yeah.
I may have seen Boast before, but I certainly haven't seen it enough to remember what it does. But that's
Yeah.
cool. Resolve.
Cool. Right. So, it's asking me to go press next now. Have we got? Oh, yeah, okay. Is it my go? Yeah, it's my go, is it? I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, confused.
You're now going to your combat phase.
There we go. So, what I'm probably going to do is just attack with them all, I guess. Let's give it a go. So hopefully he hasn't got anything that's going to hurt me. There we go. So I've just taken a bit more chunk off. So taking 3 health off him because of the damage.
And gain some life, which is very nice.
And that was from the Lifelink, wasn't it? From the Charmed Stray.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. So we'll end a turn. Now Alan's inspecting my cards. You can see when he hovers over them, which worries me. Oh, is that pacifism?
So that's exactly. It's pretty much the same thing. It's a bit more powerful than pacifism, actually. I'm not sure how much pacifism costs, but this is Faith's Fetters, which does the same thing. It means your creature can't attack or block. It can't activate abilities unless they're mana abilities, but it also means that I gain 4 life when it's cast. So that's a bonus to me as well. But I don't want you starting to attack with him, because then that's going to get too crazy, because you know, with 2 mana you can keep creating white human warrior tokens. So I'm trying to stop that before it starts.
Yeah. Right, we get some more planes out. And then I'm going to bring out oh no, that is no, I don't want that one. I think I will, yeah, I'll just go to next, and then I'm going to attack again. Because it's pretty much reset after he brought that card out. He just got all his health back.
I'm hanging on by my fingernails at this point.
You just got to, like you say, it's that luck part of it, isn't it? That you just haven't had the good cards come out early, have you? I'm sure there'll be some start to come out. And as Alan said before, there's a whole extra kind of portion to this game where you're gathering your decks and creating your decks to kind of complement the cards, to complement each other. I haven't quite got to that stage where I know the cards well enough to start going, oh, that card would go well with that, and da-da-da-da-da. So I'm sort of playing with a fairly basic deck. I've unlocked a couple of cards and put them into my deck, but I don't think I took anything out, so I don't really know. Oh, what's he got here? You gain 3 life. So he's drawn a card and you're getting 3 life. You've got loads of mana out, haven't you?
I have, which is really good. Hey, finally.
Yeah, you got a creature.
I got a creature, yeah, but
Nice.
I can't play it yet. So, that's good. Let's okay. Moving on.
Okie dokie. Right. So, where are we? Pass. 6. It was trying to get me to use my ability for the Moorland Inquisitor, which I don't want to use yet. Get some my magic out. And I'm going to move over to the combat phase. And this is a bit of a dance we're doing here, where every time I look at his health, he's back on 21 again. So I'll give it another go. This could lure me into a false sense of security, though, where all of a sudden he jumps some card out and kills one of my cards off. And that's part of it, isn't it? You're just never quite sure what's around the corner.
That's it. Unbelievable.
Ooh, who's this? Resolute Rider gains Lifelink until end of turn. Resolute Rider gains Indestructible until end of turn. So do you have to use magic to play that, do you?
That's right. So you can see there's mana next to each of those abilities. So it will cost me 2 white or black mana to cast Resolute Rider. So that's 2 plains or 2 swamps, or I can use either or 3 mana to cast Resolute Rider gains Indestructible. So we've already discussed Lifelink. Indestructible means it doesn't matter how much damage this creature takes, it cannot die. So if I'm fighting a 10/10 creature and it does 10 damage, doesn't make any difference. He still survives and lives to the end. I can use both of these abilities. Quite often you'll find with cards like this that have multiple abilities, you can only use one because it involves tapping. But because there's no tap symbol with both of these abilities, it means I can actually give it lifelink and make it indestructible if I have 5 mana available to me.
Ah, that's cool. Nice. Right. Resolve that. Cool. Oh, and it does 4 damage, but it's only got 2 health. So that's, well, providing he hasn't casted the indestructible. Ooh. Put a +1/+1 counter and a lifelink token.
So it's kind of a waste. It's kind of a waste. And I'm sure many more experienced Magic players than I wouldn't do this. But I'm trying to big up this creature because it's the only damn creature I've played all game. So I want it to be a 5/3 because I want it. It will keep the lifelink. I won't have to pay 2 mana to get the lifelink every turn. But it's not the most strategically clever thing to do. But it gives me a slight advantage at this point.
Cool.
Also, one thing to remember, which we didn't mention before, is the fact that we talked about summoning sickness and they can't attack. Doesn't mean they can't block, though. So Craig now has a creature that's more powerful than both of his creatures on the battlefield that can block him from attacking. So if he attacks, I can block either of them and kill them. So this is where it might make Craig hesitate to actually attack because there's no point in just throwing his creatures away.
Yeah. So there's another card, as people watching my screen will have seen, that I've got here that's very similar to what Alan played, called Passivism. Which I'll bring that out.
You are kidding me. Oh my god, I just wait. Oh.
So he's just put all of his, he put his extra skill and he put his 1 creature out, but I've now basically incapacitated that. As you can see, it's got the little hazard symbol, the same as my Usher of the Fallen has. So that puts me back in a stronger position, doesn't it, Alan?
It does at this moment, yes. Because now you can attack again, and I can't block.
But now he said that at this moment suggests that he's got something up his sleeve. So
I've got to work more on my bluffs. It's a good job I don't play poker, really. Isn't it?
It is, yeah. So there's something. So for the keen-eared out there, while you're watching or while you're listening, if you listen out for the start of Alan's turn when he goes right, that means I'm about to die. Okay, that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's my wife will tell you. That normally means I'm going to bring down some whoop ass on you.
Right.
That damn cat.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. Of course, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 magic. Oh yeah, well, similar to me. Oh, 6, yeah, 6. Right, what's this? Destroy target enchantment. Ah, so he's going to destroy that pacifism that I put on him. They're sneaky.
And now, of course, you've attacked with both creatures, so you have nothing to defend with. So I can now attack you quite happily this turn. And it has lifelink, so I get 5 life and take 5 life, which immediately puts us back to 20/20 each after all these turns. But if you would press continue, please.
Oh, sorry, my
No, that's wasted. If you have another pacifist, I'm going to drive down to Elmswell and slap you across the chops.
So, we're going to have end of stream now because Alan's about to jump in his car. No, I haven't really got one.
It's only an hour.
Yeah.
I'm willing to.
Yeah, there we go.
Right. How about you?
And there we are, even Stevens again. Oh, great fun. Right, let's have a look here. Okay, so my okays don't mean the same as Alan's. Mine means I need to read something I don't understand is usually what my okay means. Right, so this creature is an angel with flying. So can you explain what flying is, Alan?
So flying means that they can only be blocked by other creatures with flying or creatures with reach. So generally very big creatures, but they either have to have the flying ability or the reach ability to be able to block a flying creature. And we can see from the Resolute Rider that he does not. And it's also interesting because it also says if you gain life, you gain that much life plus 1 instead. So you get double the amount of life that you would gain. Also, if you have more than 25 life, then it gets +2/+2 as well, which means it's a 4/4. So it's got a lot of cool abilities, that one.
Okay. Okay, so Alan's card is tapped, which means he can't defend with his one creature, so I can just go back and attack him and not have to worry too much, unless, again, he's got something sneaky up his sleeve. Which he either doesn't, or he's chosen just to take the damage, because it wasn't very much.
Who can say?
You can also see quite nice as well with the flying cards. They actually sort of float just a little bit above the table. Now this card is a card that Alan likes to play, and every time I've played it with this deck, as soon as that card comes out, it's the beginning of the end.
It doesn't normally take this long to bring that card out. There's actually 3 of them in the deck, so
Yeah.
I'm quite surprised it's taken this length of time. But essentially, because a lot of the cards, like say for example the Resolute Rider, which has been attacking, it does 5 damage and it has lifelink. So every time it attacks something, I get 5 life, which means every single turn I've gained 3 or more life, which means that then creates a 2/2 white griffin creature with flying.
We've just had our fellow podcaster jump on the chat there saying it's virtual crack. That was Ratley.
Yeah, Chris has no self-restraint. Apparently, he can't play Magic because he has to spend every last money. Instead of on food, he buys Magic cards. So he's not allowed to play.
Just one more card, man. Just one more card.
Just one more pack. Go on, just one more pack. I need one. Go on, just one. You'll make me warm. I feel better. Right, Resolute. Right. That's the thing about the arena game. You know, you don't have to spend money to enjoy it. If you just play games, you will win them. Even if you're bad at it, you will occasionally win games because there'll be somebody as bad as you that comes up, and you will win some. And when you win them, you slowly accrue like gold and stuff like that you can eventually buy packs with, and you can make your decks better. So you don't need to spend. And there's no like blockers. Like it's kind of a half mobile, half PC game. You can play it on your mobile, and your profile carries over between those two formats. But in this instance, you don't have to buy the packs to actually. I haven't bought a pack ever since I played this game.
Yeah.
I only use packs that I actually open by playing the game against other players, which is cool.
Sounds like I've got a visitor. I have my sons coming in to say hello.
Nan and Grandad are here.
Oh, are they? Okay. Right. You shut the door and I'll be down in a few minutes, all right?
Well, it looks like this stream's going to be cut a bit short.
We'll get to the end of this game and then I'll have to go. We've had some visitors turn up, so.
So if you've enjoyed the stream so far, then please let us know in the comments, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, we'll do some more definitely.
Or we might do it again because we don't care what you think.
Yeah, exactly. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Okie doke. I'm just gonna. Oh dear, this isn't good. I'm just gonna have to take.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? 'Cause I'm coming for you.
I'm gonna play this onto here.
That is nice.
So what this has done. What did you just do?
I just activated my Resolute Rider's ability, which is gain indestructible until end of turn, which means he can't die.
Okay.
Good effort, though, Craig. Good effort.
Well,
yeah.
Never mind. Dang it! I thought I had him then. I completely. I was like, "What is going on?"
I probably should have waited. I should have waited until you blocked.
Yeah.
I went a bit quick there because I was feeling all like clever. But I should have waited until you actually blocked with your angel so that I killed your angel.
Yeah.
But there you go. Like I said, I'm not a perfect player either. I make mistakes.
Right. Yeah, and this is these little fly buggers, the griffins that come out. These are the things that kill me. They seem to come out quite regularly. What am I doing here? Is it my go? It is my go, isn't it? Yes.
Okay.
So bring him out.
Very nice. Powerful card, that one. Gets you lots of life if you play it right.
Right, okay, so the option to attack here, which is not going to be great if I try and attack, because all of his, well, I could attack that thing, which is basically like a free token that he gets from his other character, and the rest of them are just going to kill my cards, I think, so I guess it'd be a no attack on this. This is where it starts to get a little bit deeper in, and I start to feel a little bit out of my depth, where I'm going, there's too much going on, I'm confused.
So essentially you have 1, 2, 3 creatures you can attack with the 1/1 Charm Stray, the 2/2 Inquisitor, and the 2/2 Angel of Vitality. I only have one creature to block with, however, which is a 2/2, which is the only one that can block the Angel of Vitality. But whatever attacks it, unless you have something else to big them up, could possibly kill it, because none of your creatures have got more than 2/2. So anything you attack with is likely to be blocked by my Griffin. Could be, can't guarantee it, and possibly killed, losing you a creature, but you'll still get 3 damage through. But you don't know whether I have another card which could actually make my creature bigger or something, so I don't lose him as well. So it's kind of a guessing game and strategy, and what are you going to do?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Extra life. And you drew a card. Extra 3 life, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's 3 life.
So I've got a land card here. I'm just going to tell you about it because I'm a little confused by it. It says it's land and it hasn't got any mana next to it for casting. Oh, do you not have mana next? Oh, you wouldn't, would you, with a land card? You just play a land card. Yeah,
just play land, yeah.
Okay. This is gonna hurt. Let's have a look.
Battle of attrition.
Am I supposed to be doing something here, or is it your go?
Oh, actually, it's me.
Okay, yeah.
I was playing with my dragon. I wasn't. I mean, I was looking at my cards, and yeah.
Is he indestructible, your Resolute Rider, still?
I've made him indestructible. If you can actually put your cursor over the card, you can see at the top of the card it says Lifelink and Indestructible. It's it's an ability that I have to activate each turn. And again, I should have waited until perhaps you blocked, but I just made it indestructible.
Yeah.
Before.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just take it on the chin, I suppose.
Chris playing with his dragon. That's not a euphemism, Chris.
The thing is, as well, his dragon doesn't like being played with by other men, I'm afraid. When I click on him, he doesn't like it.
It spits at you, doesn't it?
It does.
I mean, this euphemism is just going down a hole here. I mean,
cool. Right. Just waiting on you, I think. I think I've done everything. Ow! Now look at that. He's got 30. That card is an absolute beast, isn't it?
There's a few cards like that in this deck, which makes it a
Yeah.
very powerful deck. And there's another one of them Griffins.
Oh, great. Right, so I'm playing this here. It's called Cave of the Frost Dragon. Dragons and holes, I mean. Eh? Chris. That's what Chris said. I don't know what he means by that. Cave of the Frost Dragon. If you control 2 or more other lands, Cave of the Frost Dragon enters the battlefield tapped. So tap, add 1 mana. 5 mana is Cave of the Frost Dragon becomes a 3/4 white dragon creature with flying until the end of turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a land. I don't know. I'm just going to play it. I'll see what happens.
So it's basically a land card,
Mm.
and you can use it to use like you would a normal land. You can use it to get you your planes.
Mm-hmm.
However, you can pay 5 mana to make it a 3/3 white dragon creature with flying. It says it's still a land because there may be some sorcery or enchantments or instant cards or some abilities that creatures have that can affect lands. So even though you've turned it into a creature, it's saying it's still a land, so you can still be affected by those spells.
Okay, I'm with you.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Do that because you're summoning. Oh, you've got another. Yes. So flying cards can block flying cards.
That's right.
Okay. What? Oh, can I use that yet? Yes, I can. All right. Okay. Let's try this.
I'm not. Yeah, I think it's because it came out tapped. So unfortunately, you have activated his ability.
Yeah.
But you can't use it to attack with. So you kind of just wasted your mana because it was already tapped. Because that's part of the condition. So you could do this next turn, but you never know. Yeah.
Oh no! So I'm gonna lose my my angel's dead. Oh no! Oh, you didn't block.
I did not. I have pulled so much land this go, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just land. Land.
Oh, okay. So, whoa! What's that? Oh no! And see, right, this is So because Alan's unlocked some special cards, and what is he? He's a
planeswalker.
Yeah.
And he is Ugin the Spirit Dragon, and he has some very special abilities.
Yeah. So
I'm not going to go through them right now because you'll find out the hard way.
Yeah, that's officially the beginning of the end. I thought the Griffin Eerie was, but that's the final nail in the coffin. Right, where are we? Oh, your turn. Sorry. Where did that dragon go? So the dragon was only a dragon for 1 turn, but it was
and then it goes back to being a land.
I don't know.
So next turn it will untap like a normal land, and then you can either use it as a land again, or you can then change it back into that flying dragon creature. It isn't permanently the dragon creature, it's only the dragon creature for 1 turn.
I'm just struggling to see the point of turning it into a dragon if it just goes back to a land again afterwards.
Because you then attack with it, you do 3 damage, and then it goes back to land. So it's a very powerful card. So that's 2 uses. It's for both the creature. If I've got nothing to block flyers with, you can use it as a creature every turn. You have to pay 5 mana, but you're constantly doing me 3 damage. Yeah, and I can't block against it. Or you just use it as land. So it's quite powerful.
Yeah, but it came out, so it's not going to come out tap next time.
No, it'll untap as normal, and you can use it as a land or whatever you want to if you just turn on. So
yeah, okay, I'm confused. All right, blimey, he's a bit angry, isn't he?
He's an undead dragon,
Why is Alan echoing all of a sudden?
I don't know. Am I getting too close to the? I didn't do nothing.
I'm not sure. Is it still happening, Ratley?
Well, I'm not talking yet, so let me just do Ugin's dragon. Maybe it's because I brought out an undead dragon.
Maybe that was a echo. Okay. Oh, I see. So Because it was tapped when I used my mana on it.
Yeah, exactly. It says Cave of the Frost Dragon enters the battlefield tapped because it's a powerful card. So you have to wait to. Now you can attack.
That makes more sense. Right.
Cool.
Okay. But I don't think I just used that at the wrong time, didn't I? Have I still got a tactic? Oh, I'm getting confused. Confused.
No, it's your turn. You can use it to attack. If you want to use it as an attacker, you certainly can.
Okay, right. So. No. I've pressed all attack. No, what's it doing? Oh, I'm getting confused now. I'm clicking on it. Okay, so. I'm trying to make it attack, but it's just trying to do.
Are you actually in your attack phase?
I think so. I'm just going to keep fiddling with it. I don't know what I've just done there.
That's what she said.
I haven't got a clue what's going on. Cancel it? I don't know.
Stop clicking stuff.
Yeah.
What's down? What's it say? But in the bottom right hand part, yes, cancel. Okay. You seem to have gone past your combat phase. It says end turn.
Oh, I don't know. Doesn't matter.
You must have clicked past your combat phase by mistake. Right.
Don't understand that card yet. Why is it echoing? I don't understand. That's strange. Talk again, Alan.
I'm going to cast this on this creature here. Am I still echoing?
I'm guessing. Yeah, weird. I don't know what's happened there.
Weird, because it was perfectly fine at the beginning.
Okay. Right. We'll start wrapping this up because I do need to go in a sec. So we'll.
Oh, don't worry, mate. I'm finishing you off.
I was going to say we'll let you finish me off and then.
That's what she said.
Again. Hey. Oh, apparently it just makes you sound epic, to be honest, Alan.
Epic. I am Thunderlips McQueen, and all shall fall in the wake of my awesome power and small niblets.
Nice. Let's give it a bit of a mwahaha.
In your face, sir. It's all over for you, Larder.
No, death becomes me. So I could go and try and block that Resolute Rider and not hit a load of damage, but it won't make a difference probably, will it? Well, it will do, but...
Well, no, it won't. You could kill the Resolute Rider by blocking with both the Charm Straight and Maul and Inquisitor, because they would do 3 damage between them. I don't think I've got enough mana to activate the Indestructibility, which is great. However...
You're still doing 7 damage.
The Griffin and the Griffin's still going to do 7 damage.
Yeah. So. I'm not even going to bother blocking, there's no point. We'll just let him absolutely hammer me.
Bastards. There we go, that's our first game. I hope the first of many streaming on here. I know you've got family things to attend to, Craig, but we can do some more later on in the weekend.
Definitely. We're going to tab back over to the talking head. There we go, so it's just us again on the screen. Well, thanks for watching our one little game. My decimation. So it started out, I was like, oh, this is going all right. I'm starting to get creatures out and stuff. It was just going all right because Alan had no creatures out. That was the thing. I was just kidding myself. But it was good fun anyway. We'll definitely jump on and do a bit more of this maybe later today. We'll possibly do some more at some other times as well. But, if you enjoyed what you're watching, please like and subscribe and hit the old bells and the likes and the buttons and the doodahs and the flip-flops.
Or I'll send my Resolute Rider around your house.
That's it, yeah, with his indestructible on. And also you see at the bottom of the page as well, we've got our Discord channel as well. So, feel free to join in there. There's just conversations going on. But a bunch of people who listen to the pod just all talk about games and nerd stuff, really, pretty much. So, we'll leave that. So, see you later. Bye, Alan.